So, you got yourself a ZWQ S400 Zebra. You want more power. You put in the strongest spring possible into the blaster. But that's not enough. You want more power. You put in a 600mm ZWQ barrel. Now you got the power, you got the range, but at what cost? After all of that, the blaster to barrel ratio is a little bit aesthetically not too pleasing. Oh, you want more accuracy, didn't ya? You might ended up getting their latest ZWQ B card. Ooh, that sounds good. Installing at the tip of the barrel and increasing the severity of the barrel and blaster ratio. I mean, this thing looks so long at the front, by the way. And in the same time, if you guys are staying in a country where the public got very intimidated with firearm-looking toy like this, yes, actually, some of you actually point out that even though that this blaster is transparent, most of the internals are black. So in a certain distance, people might mistook this as something serious. And in today's video, we are going to fix all of that right after the intro. Gotcha! Okay, so in order to address all of the issues that I mentioned early on in the video, the simplest thing you can do in order to hide this extra barrel over here is to add more plastic, logically, isn't it? And in the same time, in order to reduce the intimidation of blaster like these, you add more colorful plastic. And yes, if you guys are in a country where this, orange tip just doesn't help anymore, I guess this video will help you tremendously. So what I got over here is a pack of 3D printed kit over here that I got from Monkee Mods. If you guys wanted to get one of these, feel free to visit Monkee Mods website. I will provide the link in the description down below. In this kit over here, not only that it fixes all of the problem that I mentioned early on, there is actually one item in this kit will definitely benefit a lot of you guys out there. So be sure to watch the entire video if you don't want to miss it. So in this bag of kit over here, what we got is of course the extra plastic that we mentioned just early on, which is this shroud over here, which is printed by very solid PLA Plus. That is mode number 1, by the way. You can do it in like 2 modes. There is additional piece for your Picatinny rails and more piece to adjust the aesthetic of your blaster. Of course, more color is better. The reason why I choose orange because now you want to make sure that your blaster is colorful enough to make sure that people don't just mistook this as a real firearm. So we don't want that to happen. And one more thing, I mean, this is something very epic. This piece of plastic over here is gonna help a lot of you tall guys, a lot of you folks with longer hands to feel more comfortable priming this blaster. Like, this plastic is epic. But again, watch this video to the end. Alright, first thing first, let us first remove the ZWQ B car over here. By the way, soon I will be testing this B car in another video with a 2.0 spring with the 600mm barrel over here. Stay tuned if you don't want to miss the test. After removing the barrel, you want to get yourself something like an Allen key or something like that to remove the Picatinny rail at both sides of the blaster. Let me do it real quick over here. It's just 2 screws, by the way, but it's being held together pretty snugly. Move on the other side. Yep, we're gonna remove that. I have a couple of questions for you guys later, so you guys can probably do me a favor answering it in the comment section down below, but let me take this Picatinny rail out first. Okay, with this Picatinny rail out, you can align the barrel with this hole over here. That's why you have to take out the B card. Just slide it in just like so. This is going to be a very tight fit, which is good because it kind of reduces the vibration, therefore it doesn't affect the accuracy. Oh, that's actually very tight though. I'll try to give this hole a little sanding over here because I never expect that to be so tight. It's going in better right now. Get in there, come on! Okay, I think I need more sanding. Yup, it is getting in there right now. After aligning it, it will look a little bit something like this. And let us lock everything back in place just like so. Pretty simple. Just rinse and repeat for the other side. And there you go. The additional barrel over here is no longer jarring. And here's the first question that I wanted to ask you guys. What do you think of this Picatinny rail over here? Monkee Mod provide this Picatinny rail so that you can actually lock this front piece over here with the body of the blaster. But personally for me, I would prefer that this Picatinny rail go all the way to this back hole over here so that it looks more tactical. Let me know in the comments down below which one do you prefer. Do you prefer the short Picatinny rail or do you prefer the Picatinny rail all the way to the back? Let me know, guys. Alright, enough for mode number 1. Let us move on to mode number 2. Yes, there is actually 2 modes for this kit over here. So if you guys are not a big fan of this moving piece over here, this is for your side priming. This is actually for you to attach a side priming bar, which is not very robust. I don't recommend putting a side priming bar over here. Monkee Mods actually comes with a solution to hide that moving part with this piece over here to make the whole thing looks more aesthetically pleasing. So you don't just want the front part to be orange, aren't you? So what we gotta do is to take off the top piece over here and put in the orange piece. You only have to take off these 3 screws over here and you are good to go. Screw number 1, screw number 2, and screw number 3. And then we're gonna push the pin out just like so. 3 screws, 3 pin, very simple. And this whole thing should just come out just about that. Yeah, so now it looks a little bit more sleeker, aren't it? And this piece of here should just go on top of here just like so, if I'm not mistaken. But first you will have to remove the front Picatinny rail over here, and it is just being held together by 2 screws. Very simple. Oh, this is a very long one, by the way. And then you put this bracket on top of the blaster just like so. Oh, we actually got a very long screw over here preventing the whole thing from going down. Let us remove that for a bit. Push the whole thing down. Yup, that's about it. I think this screw over here is a little too long for this. Let us put in a shorter screw over here. I actually took out one of the included shorter screw over here, replacing the one at the top. Basically, I just reused the fastening screw that came with the blaster, which works as well. And then slide the front back just like so. Fasten everything together. And right now, half of the blaster should look a little bit something like this. It looks way more better right now, isn't it? And then for the other piece over here, you will have to first remove the top screw over here, just like so. Put it on top. Oh, that's a tight fit. And fasten it up, just like so. Very simple, very easy. And take a look at that, guys. What do you guys think? Does it look nice? And if you guys still remember the screws and pins that came with this part of the blaster, just put it back together just like how it came in the blaster. Very simple. Push it in, push it in, push it in, screw it up. And if you guys realize that the front part over here is a little loose at the top part, don't worry, because it also comes with one of this metal pin over here for you to, you know, put it through this tiny hole at the front of the blaster over here to actually hold the blaster together, therefore it is not moving around at the front. And there you go. It literally transformed into a whole different blaster. And last but not least, the so-called very useful piece for all of you guys is this black piece over here. What do you guys think this is? This over here is a buttstock extension. Holy moly! Thanks for hearing me out at the very first video. But it is a little too short for me. I'm hoping for another extra 2 inches, which makes it perfect. First of all, you have to remove these nuts. There's just 2 screws over here. Very simple. Taking it out just like so. After loosening it up, just pull the whole back out just like so. Very simple, by the way. Next, you will want to align this black piece over here at the back of the blaster, just like so. Align the rubber padding at the back of the blaster, just like so. But you can't really reuse the blaster screw over here. You have to use a provided screws by Monkee Mods, which is of course a longer screw. Obviously, this is a longer buttstock. Yep, it is this much longer. So first of all, I will have to screw through the tight 3D printed hole over here. Give me a second. This might take a while to actually, you know, go through such a long screw to this, you know, 3D printed buttstock extender over here. I don't really have a motorized screwdriver, so it might take some time. So let us do some editing magic. Yep, we are almost there already. And voila, we are done. This is technically 1 whole inch longer, which makes the priming a lot more comfortable. I mean, holy moly, thank you Monkee Mods for this part over here. So if you guys think that priming this blaster is a little too tight, this over here is a must-have. I mean, holy moly, shouldering this blaster right now feels so natural. And do you think 1 inch of extension is enough, or you think you want more? Let me know in the comment section down below as well. And the overall aesthetic of the blaster looks completely different right now. So I'm pretty sure right now getting this blaster out in the public wouldn't cause too much of a problem. Let us put the B-car back and see how it goes. Yep, we are good now. So the barrel to blaster ratio looks so much better right now. It looks so good, and the buttstock is longer. It looks even better with that. I should have go for a orange one to kind of fit the theme over here, right? So in terms of aesthetics, what do you think, guys? Does it look better, or do you like the original S400 looks? Let me know in the comment section down below. So if you guys want to get yourself one of these kits over here, or even this B car, the link will be provided in the descriptions down below. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. So yep, that's all today, guys. If you guys like this video, feel free to smash on the like button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So yep, go ahead and check it out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios, guys!